Oh, sorry. I'm sorry about that. My bad. No. Let me take my jacket off, actually.
Are you serious?
Let me take my jacket off.
Oh, we're really doing this? It's been over a month and this is what we're doing.
Let's take my jacket off. All right. Let's do this.
Alright, hey everybody, welcome to the Smorgasbord Podcast, episode 55, where we talk about a variety of different topics, uncensored, unedited, and unfiltered. It's been a while. A lot has happened. My apologies for being consistent. Here we have the man, the myth, the legend, Harper Lee, the man that I talk about on this. I've talked about a couple times on here. The producer, the brains behind the operation that is the Balance Ones. How are you doing today? There's no quotations. There's no quotations here.
The brains.
How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm dandy. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm just fine.
Oh man, yeah. No. So a lot has happened.
Yeah.
Since the last time I recorded. We came up with a second song. I Got Time.
Yeah.
It's probably been out a week. Week and a half.
Like a week and a half.
Yeah.
Well, now that I think about it, it came out a little bit before Halloween. So yeah, you're right. Like a week.
Yeah, so go stream that everywhere, YouTube Music, Apple Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, all that good stuff. We're trying to make a name out here. Now, do you want to talk about the process of that godforsaken song? The song's good, by the way, but the process, my God.
Yeah, it was unconventional. To say the least.
No, man, fucking, what,
Okay.
What do you
Here's how it started.
That?
Smooth. It was a flash idea. I was just making a beat. Joe, who's the other producer, he's in the group.
He's been on it before. The young Joseph.
They know Joseph. He handed me this sample. It was like bells, and it was like do 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 do. I was like, that's fire. Let me add some reverb. Boom. Sped it up a little bit. Added beat over it. Added some other melodies. It was fire. We had the beat for like a week and a half. And then we finally started working on the song. Rough start?
Certain people wasn't doing their jobs, and, things kind of just, struggled. We were off to good pacing. We were at good pacing for a little bit. We were like, okay, we've gotten the hook down.
And then it just fell off.
Yeah, it just fell off, and it took a lot longer to make it was supposed to. Because a month to the day the band came together, we finished Life of the Party. This one took 2.5
Life of the Party was like record time.
That was record time, and
it was really good.
Yeah. So, and I Got Time's really good too. It's just that it could have been a lot better.
I Got Time sounds like a remix. Lyrically, kind
of.
It's like, ooh. Cool ideas. Let's slam them together.
And so so we were towards the ending of this process, of us being like, okay, this song's close to being able to remaster. Harper decides, in his genius, to make a beat switch in it, which was good idea. But then it sparked the argument because Zach wanted to be like, oh my God, let's be like Queen and make it like a 10-minute song.
It was no Bohemian Rhapsody.
It was definitely not.
Also, that's 7 minutes and 50 seconds, I'm pretty sure.
But he wanted to make it like a 10-minute, he said, quote, 10 minutes.
I wasn't saying 10 minutes. It would have been like...
Zach said that.
Yeah, it would have been like 7 minutes.
And I'm like, absolutely not. We don't even have the stuff down that's guaranteed
there
in
would
the
just
song.
be like a part 1 and part 2 would be like a...
That was the plan. That's the plan, really.
Track.
Part 2, which is like a same theme but it's its own song. But yeah, that argument we hold meetings every Monday, or at least we try to. Certain people don't show up for
They're
them.
very loose,
very
informal,
loose. It's
casual.
They're casual, but they are structured as much as they can be. Because when we do get in there, it is very.
Let's say they're mostly show up Mondays.
Yeah, mostly show up Mondays. And we just hold that meeting and all that. And, it got heated this particular night. This is the night everybody showed up, I think, besides Jacob.
Here's when the real action happens, though. Not the meetings, when the session's about to end, that's when the real action starts happening.
That's when we
Like when we all get together in person. And then feelings get hurt.
Oh yeah.
And people are about to leave.
Okay, so context. So when Harper made this beat switch and Zach was like, "Oh my God, we can make this a whole second thing." Aretta, who actually they know who they are. She's been on here. Was like, "No, we should end it on there," and that kind of like sparked like people's. That kind of sparked the anger that carried over to the Monday meeting following.
Yeah.
And then the Monday meeting following, it got pretty heated. So it was basically, if you could divide up opinions, basically, it was me and Aretta believed that we should not have a 7-minute song. Zach wanted it. Joe wasn't there for it, and then you were just neutral on the thing. So it's just you and Joe neutral. Me and Aretta were like, no. Zach was yes. And Jacob just wasn't a factor because he just...
I mean, I could have made anything happen, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, so I mean, it was one of those things where like I said, for me, I wasn't entirely opposed to it. I was just like, we need to do the shit we're doing. We're not, so we can't. Aretta was like, fuck no, absolutely not. Like, she was like, damn, you're appalled by the idea.
For whatever reason.
For many reasons. I don't know.
I'm not sure why.
No,
she was definitely against it. No question.
She was against that, but then she was against the idea of, because Zach then was like, okay, well, if that's the case, can we take off the beat switch? Because he said that, and he was like, we just save that for the second song entirely.
That doesn't make sense.
And take off Aretta's verse.
We'd have to have part of the next song on it, or else it wouldn't make sense. Because then people would be like, they're using the same sample for the next song. But if you keep it in, then they're like, oh, you're transforming this song into a new one. Okay, I get it now.
Well, our audience isn't the brightest. I mean, it's centennial. Well, it's not. Obviously, it's not our target audience at all. But it is where a good portion.
They're definitely not our target audience. They're like our.
But they're very our starter.
Tin can in the back of the shack audience.
Probably. Yeah,
Ricochet, Misfire, Target.
Yeah. No, that's. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna disagree.
Alec Baldwin.
You know, if this ages really badly, if we meet him, this is gonna be really bad. It's gonna look bad on you.
Okay.
Clip this.
I mean, I just said a name.
This guy. Right.
I only said a name of a person.
So we have this meeting, and then the argument was, do we take off the part? And Aretta, loses her shit by this proposed idea, right? To the point where I had to bring everyone back down to ground zero because it was about to become, fuck you, man. You know what? Like, it was about to get, it was gonna get nasty. So I had to bring.
DEFCON.
Yeah,
9,
no. She was ready to press the bombs, the red button to throw the bombs at everybody, and I was like, you know what? We're stripping back down to ground zero, and we came to a consensus, thankfully. But then the struggles didn't end because Zach just never did the guitar solo that we planned.
So we just said.
So there was
some guitar stuff.
Yeah, so we were like, he just never did it, and we'd been asking him to do this for about 2 weeks now. And then I think it was just me, you, and Aretta. And at this point, this song was like, the layout was there, but at that night, we completely changed almost everything. Kinda. We almost changed the chorus entirely.
Everything but by little different.
Like, we cut out so much stuff and re-recorded it and went over a bunch of stuff that needed. That chorus, you guys don't fucking understand how long it took that fucking chorus to get recorded and it be good. You need to understand how shit I am to really understand how long this chorus was.
Not shit. You
off.
got the spirit.
Spirit, dude. We re-recorded it like 3 times.
It's like that. What's it called?
I won't waste my time today.
It's like the the meme where it's like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and it's like he's kind of confused but he's got the spirit.
Uh-huh.
That's what it's like.
I was like, bro, like, why am I like actually horrible at everything? And it like at that, and they were like, we should change the lyrics. And I'm like, no, just re-record it. And we finally got it right where it's good. We remaster it right, and we get it all where we want. And then Zach's finally like, okay, it's good to be remastered. And then life happens. Yeah. Just life happened and stuff got in the way. We couldn't. And we were like, God damn it. Then eventually, once all that shit storm, everything surpassed, we're like, okay, we finish it now.
Yeah.
We finish it, we car test it, we do all this stuff too. We're like, okay, do we all agree it's finished? Do we all agree it's finished? Do we all agree it's finished? We're like, yes. Is there anything else? We look, we check, we double check, we triple check, we quadruple check. No. Okay. We're going to set the date. All right. The plan was, because the argument was then, they came to a consensus of when do we release it. And we're like, me and Loretta were like, we should release it immediately. Harper and Jacob, who finally showed up around this time, was like...
Yeah, I finally showed up around this time.
No, Jacob.
Yeah, I know.
Just... No, Harper, we meet at his house. Yeah. So, she finally showed up. It's just like, oh, well, you're new to this, so you don't know what you're talking about. So...
Who said that?
Jacob. She's like, bro, we've been doing this longer than you. And I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. Justice has been doing music longer than me.
Yeah.
What does that equate to? That experience.
Do they know who Justice is?
I'm pretty sure they know. If you don't know, it's this.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. Like, no, I think they do know because we discussed about the bar that Aretta put.
Fuego, JD.
JD with the fuego. JD with the. You know what, Gar? We really clown on him a lot.
We want some more.
We really clown on him a lot. Like.
He don't deserve all that.
Half of it, no, half of it.
He's our punching bag at this point.
At this point, yeah, no, it's bad.
At this point.
It's bad. If you see this, I'm kind of sorry.
No comment.
All I'm saying is
no
this.
comment.
I have no problem with him, really. The few times I've met him have been very interesting, to say the least. But neither here or there. Basically, kid that been making music for a long time, head, like, ego-wise, bigger than the Airheads logo entirely, and his work doesn't really add up to that. But that's not here or there.
I was his original producer, though.
How was that experience working with him?
It was good. I mean, he was new to it, so it's not like he had some inflated ego.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good at the time, starting off, but it got boring after a while because it was the same shit. Or like at some point, he was like, "No, I don't want you to make me a beat," and he would bring in his own like beats that he got on the internet. Like, if you want, after we record, I can make a beat similar to this and put it over it. And he's like, "No, that won't be necessary." So I'm like.
His whole thing was quantity over quality. Ours is quality over quantity, basically. Two different philosophies of how to make music. That's pretty much what it is.
That's why I only have 2 songs out.
Yeah, Which, by the way, do you regret any of those songs?
No.
Okay, just making sure. Because I know because Jacob was contemplating like taking all his stuff down.
Yeah, that's because he was going for quantity, and I warned him. I said, "You're gonna regret like posting these songs." Because, sure, you might be confident in them now, but you're going to look back down the road, and you're going to be like, man, maybe that wasn't done, or maybe that wasn't something I should have posted.
Yeah.
You got to be smart with that.
Yeah, so it's just taking care about, actual care about what you do, pretty much, taking pride in your work, basically. 2 different philosophies of how to make work. That's all that really comes down to. That's only really the biggest difference between Justice and the group. It's really just 2 conflicting philosophies. We'll see who's more successful in the end. We wish him the best. But it is funny to clown him from time to time. And should he take it personal, that would be hilarious. But don't, because there's jokes. At least on my end.
I think he'll laugh about it, and he'll be like, whatever. But like deep down, he'll be like,
no, he'll maybe. Or
That's the kind of person he is. Like he's like, whatever. Like you're bad anyway, and then he's like crying on the inside.
Well, yeah, no, it was it's just like I said. I think his ego is very fragile, but it's neither here or there.
For me, if someone told me that, it depends on my relationship with that person. If I don't know who this person is and they're not relevant in some way, it's like, all right.
Yeah, I'm like, well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at that
I'm
point.
like, sorry.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to original point. You know, I think they know who they are. But yeah. So we were planning to release the song. And we're like, oh yeah, so we should promote it and yada yada yada. I'm like, okay, cool. The website we used is making us do it 14 days in advance, and we're like, what the heck? So it lined up on the calendar perfectly on Halloween. So we were like, okay, cool. We'll just say on Halloween it's coming out. Then the website's like, oh, fuck you. We need 15 days. So November 1st.
So we do the day after Halloween.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, we'll play the song.
Yeah, and
first
Aretta
listen.
was and Aretta wasn't too happy about that either.
I don't see why that's a big deal.
Because
I think that's
it was because it took so long and people had been asking and waiting, and then at
yeah,
that
but
point,
now you know when it's coming. So I'm like,
yeah, well
you
that's
can
what
only
we
wait.
that's what we had thought. So the next day at school, we show up right thinking, okay, it's finally this headache, you know, as good as it is, it's finally off.
Well, it wasn't the exact next day, right?
No,
It was like 2 or 3 days.
oh yeah, it was like the day after. So we go, we're like, okay, cool, this thing is done. All right, it'll be out Halloween. We start telling people it's gonna be out on Halloween, you know, all that good stuff. Then the day after that, like the next morning, Aretta calls me and she's like, "Yo, the song's out." No, like, what do you mean the song's out? We set it for November 1st, and I'm like, the song is out. I go on Spotify, it's out. I go on the whole thing where it has all the stuff that's released. It's out everywhere, and I'm like, Harper, the song's they were just like, what should we do?
And I was in the drive-through to Chick-fil-A, so I was just like, I'll think about this after I get my Chick-fil-A.
So yeah, I was like, do you want me to just promote it?
I was like, what else can we do? Like,
because at the time I didn't know how to take it down, and now I know how to. Now I know how I can do. I can pause. I can pause a release, and it'll take it off until I unpause it. Then it'll all go back on.
Oh, so we should do that next time.
Yeah, next time we'll just.
Because it's not like people are gonna be scouting to see if it's out, and then like.
Well, there's actually a lot of people at our school who like it a lot. Like we're on like 12 playlists on Spotify.
For real?
Oh yeah, dude. I look at the endless all the time. We're on like 12 playlists.
Well, you're definitely on my playlist.
Yeah, like dude, Tucker made a playlist of just us.
It's only 2 songs.
Still though, and he streams it a lot.
Really?
Yeah, dude, we're popping on this stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we have like 143 streams right now. We're at 49. We're at 50 monthly listeners.
What are all these comments that I just got?
No, but anyways, but yeah. So we're like, okay, well, it's out now. Everybody, the song just came out. I don't know why. I'm gonna figure out what's happening. But for now, just promote everything. Promote it everywhere. And we did. I need to still put it on YouTube on our Balance page, our Balance YouTube page. I still gotta figure out how to convert that to a video file, and I need to do that. ASAP.
Convert what to a video file?
The audio file, so I can upload it on YouTube. Because it's on YouTube Music, but I want it on our YouTube channel that I made. So, Jigger's Life of the Party official audio is on there too. So, I just need to
getting on a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
So, what I did for
like, I just need to do it. I haven't had a chance to do it.
I don't even have a YouTube video for Amber Heard on my YouTube. I have to do that.
That's probably.
So what I did is I just went into Adobe Premiere. You just put a picture of the album cover, or you do like.
No, I did it. I did. I'm saying I just have to do it. I did it for Life of the Party. Like the day that was which is hilarious because Life of the Party, like at numbers wise, is crazy. Like we're almost at 900 plays on SoundCloud.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's like better than any song I've been a part of.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So like on, let's see. I know on SoundCloud it's like 60 something. I can look at it real quick, but it's just cool to look at the stuff it reaches, like the places. It's like we've hit Slovakia, Switzerland, Australia. Dude, people in Australia love us apparently.
How many?
Dude, it's like
100.
Overall, it's like 49 plays from Yowie Bay, 32 plays from Sydney, and then like.
Music's pretty big in Australia. That's where Kid Leroy is from.
Oh man, well, let me go.
And that's how. Pretty sure like, because that was Juice WRLD's apprentice.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is, the little guy, not the big guy.
Yeah, no, Apprentice or just. It sounds so Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's so.
I always think of Star Wars.
Apprentice. Yes. Let me look. Let me go on SoundCloud. Let me go see. Let's see. Yeah, I got Tom's got 72 plays. Life of the Party is 859.
We got a lot of plays on the first day. I think we didn't do a good job promoting I Got Time.
No, we did. We definitely didn't. But I think it was because it was so sudden, and like really, I was the only one who
It was
really,
surprising. It was like, ooh.
I was the really only one who still promoted it. Like I still promote it to this day. Nobody else really promotes it.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's just one of those things where like, we live and we learn. But it's still overall. But like in Spotify, let me see. Let me look at it all time. All time, Life of the Party got like 285. So, like, overall, collectively, we have over 1,000 streams on just Life of the Party. I think overall, for this, we have about 400, 300, 400. So, like I said, we're doing pretty good.
You gotta get that in 1,000.
Well, we need to get that thing's good. For the minute it gets to like 1,000, I see that 1,000, I'll be like, yes! Apparently, it's like 1,500 a sale. For one equals 1,500 plays equals one sale. I thought it was just 100.
One sale isn't like what?
One sale of the record for money.
How much is that? Like $2.99?
Yeah, I think it's like $2 or $3. We've made 1 penny.
Let's go.
We've made a cent, and I don't know. So it's not bad. We made our first currency.
Yeah.
So
I've got 2 cents in the bank from our songs.
That's good. Yeah, we have like 1 penny legitimately.
So really, you don't make that much money off streams.
No, we would make more off of when we would start doing live performances and all that stuff. Then we
And
would,
Apple Music.
and Apple Music and YouTube. That would be where we would get the majority of our money. So it's just about keeping it up. But yeah, that's basically the timeline behind the scenes stuff. It's like literally been a roller coaster of emotions, but it's out and we are proud of it, and we took all the lessons we learned. We lived, we learned it. So
lived and learned.
So now we just go forward, moving into other stuff. Now it kind of was just learning how to manage different people's personalities and stuff as a group of 6 people.
Getting along.
And now all 6 are in Georgia,
Getting
and
along.
now we're getting along though. Now it's like we're always getting along. We were always on the front of it, but it's always like clashing, all that stuff. I think it's finally died down.
Yeah.
It's died down a lot because it was already
personalities clash.
Yeah, just different ways of viewing the world, which it's healthy because it goes to show we're not gonna just be like because we like each other. That's amazing when we're like that's really shit.
Oh,
we rip each other apart in there. We really do rip each other.
Wow, that was so fantastic. You know what though? One itty bitty change I would make is everything.
We really are we are critical. We're very picky, which is how it should be. And we even said it even before we even release it, we show it to very critical people before we even release it. They're just like, do this, and this.
My mom
rips it apart.
Critical.
Yeah. What did she think of Life of the Party when she first heard it? Like done. She didn't like it, or was it not her taste, or she said it was trash?
She didn't say it was trash. She said your part was good. Not your part, I'm saying. She said to me, your part.
I know. Here's the thing. There's different perspectives on that because it's like people are like that don't know me are like, oh, we liked your parts better than this. Harper's voice gets deeper. His part would be better. When it comes to rapping, a lot of people are like when your bass.
Well, they also don't know who I am, so it's different when you know the person.
Yeah, no,
like when you put a face to that person.
If you're like real moms with the shit now, it's like when you're like if you have like just the bass drums, you think that's gonna be fucking crazier than it already was. Yeah. Which overall, I think overall we did really well because I think Aretta sounds smooth on the track. It's honestly it's a really funky beat. It's very unique, and I do like that. Even for a split second, we made everybody go, what the fuck? Like they weren't obviously no one was expecting that out the gate, obviously. But I'm talking about just the unique kind of genre way it is. It's like kind of funky, groovy type of thing.
Yeah.
So it's definitely really good, and I think
it's fluid.
It's very fluid. It definitely fits all together, And I got time though, as hectic as it is, even does fit together in a way. I just think now it's just like we're just, I guess at this point, just experimenting, kind of finding that. Do we have an idea what our next song would be? Would it be that G-Funk thing? We're not giving any spoilers, obviously, but
I don't know.
because I feel like it could be a couple. It could be that.
It could be a few.
It could be a few things. We've been working on a couple things, and a couple things could be that way.
Yeah.
It's good that we finally have options though. It's good. So we have a couple. So stay tuned for that. For now, just stream the stuff we got out now, please.
Stream I Got Time
And Life
of the Party on iTunes, well, Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Amazon Music, anything like that. Deezer.
Pandora.
I know some of y'all listen to Deezer.
Why are you hating on Deezer, yo?
I've never used Deezer in my life.
I don't understand it. I downloaded it to find a song. It's like a radio station.
Napster.
Oh my.
All y'all old heads.
Yo, Deezer.
If you really want to burn a CD, it's illegal. You can do it.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, it's been. How have you? I never really had a chance to, because we never really hung out one on one really, besides yesterday and then today. So I do want to ask you. When I first proposed this idea to you of this group, what were your first thoughts, and did you think it would get to where it is right now? Like honestly.
My first thoughts were, oh shit, who are these people? I was like, not another one.
Okay.
I was going for my first impression because I didn't put names to faces at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, who are these goofy goobers? Invite me to their band because they saw I posted a song or something. So I was like, all right, I'll message them. And then I found out who you guys were, and I was like, oh, all right, I kind of know you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm not sure what we did first. Did we ever FaceTime or anything before we met?
I think already I had texted you, and we were like, can we head to the church and we want to talk about recording with you and stuff? And you were like, yeah, that's cool. And we showed up, and you were then we just from there we just talked about stuff, and you were like, yeah, I'm down. Because I gave you the whole thing where it's like we're not gonna have a SoundCloud rapper thing. It's gonna be like, all right, put it out. It's something resembling a song.
I was like, all right, so we're doing the real.
Yeah, no, I was like, dude, we see the official.
We're doing the real, the official balance ones.
Yeah, man. And a month later, we came up with the party.
Not the cloud chaser balance ones.
Yeah, no. You know. Sorry to bring it back to Justice. You know he's making a group right now? He's trying to make a group now?
I saw that.
Zach sent it in the group chat.
I added him on Snapchat just so I could see what story Zach was talking about.
Yeah, Zach sent it to the group chat, and he was just like, this dude is really ripping us off. And I'm like, good luck.
He was like, damn, this shit's working.
He's like, I don't know.
If he gets a group, it's going to be shit, though.
I don't know. I'm
because
I'll try to be optimistic.
The thing is, he's only going to get people who are doing rap. He's not going to get people who are songwriters or producers or know anything about engineering or just anything like that. It's just going to be people who want to be a rapper. It's not going to be people who want to make music.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest difference. When I had this idea and I proposed it to you, it was like we want to be a group of musicians. We don't want to limit ourselves up the gate to just one specific sound or genre. We want to try things.
You can be a rapper and not listen to any music whatsoever, but you can't be
a musician
and not listen to any music.
Yeah.
I mean, the definition of music is very broad, but I'd say at the end of the day, the bare minimum of what I consider music is just like, this is really fucking deep. I don't know why I went into this.
No, go.
I'm not ready to talk about this.
No, go. Here's the best thing about music. It's one of the universal languages of the world. No matter where you go, someone's always dancing, singing, making a beat or whatever. No matter where you go in the world. And another thing is it means something different to everyone, and you can, no matter what the reason is, you can always tell those people who it matters a lot to, and who's just there for the rewards. And obviously to you it means a lot. It means it has its own unique meaning. It's like, it's therapeutic or whatever it is, And for me, it's many things too. It's definitely provided me opportunity to make connections in life. I think I appreciate that more than just the music. Like, I appreciate what the opportunities it's provided because, just look at what we've been able to do in this short time. We started this July 14th, and it's now November 3rd at the time of this recording, and we've done a lot. We've done a lot in our just short time. This is July, August, September, October. Only 4 months. 4 months, 2 songs, they've both done numbers, and they've been quality, and people are asking for more. It's not bad at all. I think, going forward, we've learned a lot really fast, and I think, obviously, you play a invaluable part of that. And that's putting it very, 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 very lightly. Slowly, because fucking, I'm not gonna lie, we didn't have you, I don't know where the fuck we'd be. At the very beginning, I am not gonna hold you, Harper. I was like, Joe is good. That was before I even knew Joe made beats. I was like, fuck, we would have to buy this because me and Red were writing. Because I explained the story how this happened on here. It was like we were writing for 3 straight days, and then we hit you up. But we kept looking at these beats that we kept writing really good songs over, like songs that we knew would be really good. And we were like, to buy the files, it's like $200. I'm like, God damn, dude, to get a file, to be allowed to even
for 3 minutes,
right? To be allowed to even perform this live and all that stuff. I'm like, bro, what? You want to free for profit or just lies? They're not really free for profit. So,
I don't get free. What's the deal with free for profit?
Free for profit basically means like.
No, I know what it is.
They won't sue you. If you just gotta give them the producer credits, and they won't sue you for the thing, and they won't claim it and take all your money.
I don't get that.
Because should you make a hit, like how on TikTok it goes trending, and it's like they realize it hits them, and they're like, oh wait, they didn't credit me, I can take all that money.
Chances are, if they're giving away free beats, it's not going to be a hit though. Anyone who's got good music is not giving it away.
No, so the other beats that they don't want to do anything with, I think the best ones they obviously keep in the stash.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you do need to have a catalog. A lot of people don't. That's the thing. I think that's where we're getting to a good point in the band is that obviously it's okay, the first thing we put out, the first thing we work on something that we're going to put out, and I think you get to a point as just in regular in general music where you can work on something where it's all right, this is catalog for later, catalog for an album, catalog we can come back to this. This is and then we find something that's okay, this right now. To get that workload off of you, where Joe's obviously really good at what he does. He's still learning. I picked it up a lot really quickly in just 90 days. I picked up a lot of stuff. So I think it's getting more where it's out even it's not as I think now it's we go to you now more. We can focus more on detail work now instead of just being all right, Arbor, we need you to make a beat, then make a detail work, then make sure it's good, and then we can put lyrics over it.
Yeah.
My God, dude, you're gonna make so much money when you're older. It's not even gonna be funny.
Me?
Yeah. You really gotta think about it, dude. You're getting producer credits and the artist credits. And songwriting credits in the group, and then your individual career, and whoever else you collab with.
True.
When that stuff really starts, dude, you're gonna make money. You won't make.
And if I'm writing for other people.
Yeah.
I produce for other people.
Yeah, and that's also what I'm trying to get at, because right now, what are your thoughts on because we produced that beat. What are your thoughts on my skills so far that you've seen? Because right now it's because I sent you all the stuff I made in Ableton, and you were obviously very surprised that I know how to put a beat together.
I was surprised.
You were where? I called you. You were where the hell were you all this time?
I was how come you didn't say nothing?
I was
acting over here you don't know what you're doing. Bro, you know something.
You're
doing something right.
Yeah, it wasn't like I said, it wasn't horrible. And then now doing it and watching you doing it long enough, I now know where a lot of stuff is. So
I do have to say it's a lot easier when you have samples and stuff. Because I mean, I started not knowing anything about like how to get samples or splice or arcade or whatever other stuff you want to use. Arcade is like a different version of splice. And I was just using like the default instruments and plugins, and I was doing it all by hand. So I wasn't like getting a melody and then like putting a beat over it. I was like making the melody, thinking of it, and then making the beat. Like doing all that like hand by scratch.
I think that's where I struggle right now because like right now like I told you this before, but for people, I definitely get to a point where I can just think of a whole melody and a whole beat and make it and do it and make it as effortless as I can. At least like the structure of it, at the very minimum of it, as effortlessly as I can right now. Because now I'm like writing, like you've seen how many songs I have written, finished and unfinished, just verses and just writing. A lot of my stuff ends up being really sad out of nowhere, and I'm trying not to have that happen, but they come out really sad.
That's what a lot of my stuff is like, especially my new stuff that I'm writing. It's like sad lyrics, happy music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like upbeat, like.
It's like.
Oh, this song's so fun.
Sad.
Yeah, it's like.
I am.
It's like I'm not myself, and I need you to fix me.
Oh man, no, Mom.
I have depression.
That's what it comes down to.
Baby.
No. I've heard some of it. Oh yeah, people. His song, Victim. Mark your calendars. Mark your calendars, people. November 25th. Mark your calendars. A instant banger is going to hit your ears. Made solely by this man. November 25th. He put all the stops. Went full Kanye on Instagram.
It's true.
Went full on, revamped, rebranded, did all of it.
I gained like 40, 50 followers since
Yeah,
then.
we promoted a lot of that.
Yeah.
We promoted it a lot. He's released some clips of it, but, you know.
I need more followers, basically.
Yeah, and obviously I do that area with this. You'll get a lot more with this too. But go, mark your calendars, November 25th. Obviously, I'm going to be telling y'all about it, like the day of release and all that stuff. Go, I've heard it, and it's not even done, and it's a
If I was
banger.
a girl, it'd be so much easier.
Dude,
Because
if you were,
I could just post a picture of my ass and be like, song's out, and then I would like get all.
yeah, and niggas would tell you it's amazing. You could
Yeah,
could
it'd
literally
be
be amazing and
song.
be like, it'd be good or it could be garbage. You just be like, you know what, she's hot. It's the greatest thing
Yeah.
since Kanye.
It would be like me on my knees, sitting on my heels, facing away from the camera with my head like this. you know that pose. You know that pose. And I'd be like taking a mirror selfie and I'd be like, the song's out.
It's just you make that album cover Victim.
It just says Victim in Comic Sans font. With like the M like below the rest of the word. So it's like Victim.
And they'd be like, that's honestly, I do love the concept art. It's really
I mean, I like,
breaks down the
I like
beats.
how it's not completely symmetrical. It's like asymmetrical.
Dude, bro, like we were trying to help this one girl get mono. We're trying to help
Is she not doing anything?
She
bailed.
She's not bailing. She's very,
She's dealing with shit.
Yeah, but it's more of just she's very inconsistent. You know, she's not as dedicated. It's the same mindset that why she dropped out of school.
Confused.
It was just I don't feel like doing it, so I don't do it. She's like, but I have the file. We really could make her a hit record.
Yeah.
Especially since I know how to produce more and all that stuff. We could really, and I'm probably gonna call her at some point and be like, yo, we need to get you down here. Or I think she's out of town right now, but I have to double check. But we'll see. That's the whole thing. But I think, because there's a couple stuff I've written where like a girl on the hook that could really have those high pitches and stuff would really be good for us. Because
Is she a high voice?
yeah, she can hit crazy stuff.
She's like, ah.
Yeah, she can go. Yeah, because like while Retta can sing. She's very, her voice is so smooth and it's very mid-range. Yeah. She's not going to hit those high
She's
notes.
not a high voice.
Yeah.
She's an alto, not a soprano.
you know, this girl, she can sing. She can sing, and she's dope. So, we'll definitely have to talk to her about that stuff. But it's kind of the work you get to see is behind the scenes now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's been a fun ride. It's been a fun ride. Anything that was there any moments where you were like, I don't want to do this anymore, or have you always just been like?
Of course. There's moments with everything in life where you're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So like sometimes I'll just be taking a shower and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore, and I just get out the shower. It's simple, but I mean everybody feels like quitting sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I didn't want to keep taking showers because I slipped, fell on my face. So I was like, I don't need to take showers ever again.
Oh my god.
I was like, you know what? I can be dirty. I can be a dirty boy. For a little bit. I've been dirty before.
Yeah, man. But how are you feeling about as the days inch closer? Is that song do you have it where you want it to be released?
It's basically done. I just need to do some copy and paste stuff with like the bridge and the chorus, and then just do a few recordings.
I'm gonna need that on file before you release that. When you're done, I'm gonna need that on file. I'm gonna be like, alright, now.
Alright, deal.
What you did, right?
I'll let you jam in the car to it first.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Are you kidding me, dude? Oh my.
Because that's a nighttime drive song.
It's so going on my playlist. It's so going on my playlist. On a genuine thing. I don't even have Life of the Party or I Got Time. I listen to I Got Time genuinely because I genuinely I like it. Especially Arena's verse.
But you don't genuinely like Life of the Party. I see.
No, I do, but it's the same thing with actually a lot of my friends are. They're like, it's really good. It's just not my kind of music. And I forget how good Life of the Party was. I genuinely forgot how good it was.
I did too. When I heard it on the wedding video or something, I was like, all right.
Damn, we made a record. I forgot.
Yeah.
Because I heard my part, and that was me just kind of figuring stuff out. Like I said, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't. It was the best I could do at the time. With that certain.
It was your first song. No shame.
Yeah, and that was before I even knew how to really write. Now I know how to write, and even I know for a fact with the stuff I've written that hasn't been put on a beat yet is just how my delivery, my writing, my everything is better by miles because I've been doing it literally every day.
8 Mile.
Pretty much. I've been doing it every day, like since the inception of the band. I've always been writing something.
I don't think inception is the right word.
What?
I think it's conception.
I don't know. But let me Google it. I don't want to look dumb and someone clips this and be like, he's an idiot.
Since the inception of the band.
Define not
procreation of
shut up.
The world.
Inception.
And the
yeah, no, it's right. It's inception. The establishment or starting point of an institution or activity.
Alright, yeah.
The inception of the band, I've been writing something every day. Not even trying to, just do.
Yeah.
And it's usually just it's a line or it's just a song. I've written a whole song in this dress up, which I do want to show you those, by the way. But overall, it's been a very interesting experience, though. Now, did you when I sent you when Life of the Party releases, and I'm telling you all, and I'm showing you all the good reception it's got. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts before I showed you that stuff, and then after I showed you it?
I honestly don't remember.
It first comes out, and it was like, okay, what did you think the public would think?
I thought that I didn't realize how much traction it would get. Mm-hmm. Was it were most of the people from the school, or was it just outside sources?
It was from me and my mom promoting and sending it all over the place. We sent it. We sent it to radio stations. We sent it to. Literally, my mom was she knows so many people in the music industry, so many people are just such music heads. She sent them to everyone, and they all sent it to them. So it's really branched from the minute I put it out and sent it to her, and we kind of just spent that day promoting it out. So that's where a lot of it did come from. Even this This song, I think, even still, is still majority outside of school. Like, kids at our school know of us. Like, I went to a football game for marching band, and the kid from another school pulled me over and said, "Yo, you're the guy in that song. Like, dude, your song's dope." So they know us. Like, they know us. And I'm like, yeah.
You're like, yes, sir.
I'll be like, yeah. We making traction, baby. So, but yeah, so we're getting our name out there. And I recently said it to this one dude that was friends with Zion. And he was like, I said him, like, I got time. He's like, it's a vibe, you know, and stuff. And I said, like, for the party, he was just like, wait a minute. Nigga, is that you?
He was like, hold up.
He was like, is that you? And I'm like, yeah, that's the group. That's our group. Yeah, man. And I was like, dude, shit, you like one of the top underground rappers out right now. Like,
really? You said that?
Oh yeah. No, he was like, this is like real stuff. Like, this is good quality stuff. My homegirl and that I met, a homegirl I met on Omegle when the live party came out. I was on there and I said, hey, you want to hear this song? She's just cool. He's really chill, girl. I'm still talking to her. And like,
I gotta go on Omegle more.
We do, but if we need to do that because it's so fun. All right.
Except
we can probably do
when
that
they
after
got their
this.
digs.
Yeah. But we can put tags. We can probably do that right after this.
I think I gotta go after this.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. Yeah, no. I showed her, and she was like, "But this shit is fucking bomb. What the fuck? Like, I can see myself drinking this shit."
Yeah.
Like, I was always just like, yeah. And then that created a connection because she can write and rap too. And through that, I got her contact, and we've been just talking about doing stuff.
What's her name?
JJ. She's like very Bronx girl.
Oh.
And she said she can write. Girl can write poetry off her ass. Like, she can write. It's just about finding a studio. And I said at some point we'll meet up and we'll do something together. Or if we need this, where you can send the file. If you can find somewhere to record and you want to make a song, just send the file to me and we can do it that way.
There's this one girl who commented on one of my posts. Oh, by the way, if you're interested in what my song "Victim" sounds like, you can go to my Instagram, Harper.Lee95.
I'll put it in the title. We'll put it in the title.
And I have different, or in the description.
Yeah, that too.
I have different leaks and stuff.
Yeah. What you did right now,
This girl right here, homegirl. She's got like music.
Did she hit you up personally?
She hit me up on a comment and she told me to message her.
Did you?
Yeah. She just kind of like punk music.
That's not bad.
Like, I think she's kind of new to it.
She's definitely new to it.
But like, she's got the vibe, you know what I'm saying?
I definitely would. That's dope though. But it's good to have those connections all around the world.
Yeah, and she's got like 4,000, right?
Hell yeah, dude.
And she messaged me and she said, "Yo, your stuff is fire." And I'm like, this person with 4,000 followers messaged my little 300 follower ass.
You also did in confidence message Kanye West.
And he didn't see it.
Well, because it's Kanye.
I also messaged The Weeknd.
Oh, really?
This was before Kanye.
Okay. Well, if this ages well, Kanye, the fuck, dude? Why did you leave him on delivered? You too, Weekend. What the hell?
They probably don't manage their Instagrams.
They probably don't, but still, what the hell, man? We're trying to make moves out here, and we have potential. We're not none of these little SoundCloud, yeah, guys. No.
Yeah.
We're just like, I shoot guns, but I've never held one. What?
Whoa.
He said, I need a nap, nigga. I need a nap. What? What?
Where am I, baby?
Where, bitch? Yo. Oh, but no. All jokes aside, it's been fun doing this, and I do appreciate you for taking the risk on this. That was an idea.
Yeah.
That through hours and hours and hours of our time and effort, we have made a reality, and I think it can only go up from here. You know. And you know, it's very interesting too because you look at everything we were like expected to bomb. Like, even if we did like some halfway decent, but like the level for our own criticisms from even the most critical people to be you guys you can tell you're new, so just keep going. And I think the people are telling us to keep going is the biggest, like, okay, like this should be an archive long of things like, this isn't right, you're writing this. And they're like, yeah, no, you just need to do this more. Go do it. I can live with that. I can live with that being our criticism. And when it comes to our simple-minded audience at our school, we just need to take everything we say with a grain of salt, because they only listen to
That's all I hear in the hallway, or like in the class.
That's
like
it.
I like rap music, I like hip hop, but all y'all listen to the same song on repeat. I swear, it's just,
it's the same five songs.
I don't hear the song. It's just, and I'm like, where's this song though? I can't hear that, but I can hear the hi hats only.
Dude, hearing that on repeat made me hate hi-hats. Like, genuinely made me creative. Like, if they're in, like, they have good places in songs. I like them, but like the sound itself, I despise.
I just can't listen to mainstream rap anymore.
I never could. That's why people got mad, because I wasn't black enough, because I didn't know what. And then I had to really listen to real like mainstream rap, and I'm like, this shit's ass. But Goosebumps was good. Goosebumps.
Travis Scott is fire. Travis Scott's fire.
Sicko Mode was overrated. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
What?
I couldn't like it. I didn't like it.
I love Sicko Mode.
Like boom, boom. I was like,
Heist in the Room.
That was good. That was good. I like that. It wasn't too bad. But I'm talking about for the hype it got. Drake was just like, yeah, I got it, and then it went from.
You're right. Drake was like,
like
Drake was mid. But
that's what I'm saying.
Travis went hard. I don't care what else.
Travis went hard. Just over the song. It's not something I would listen to.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
We don't want to get to a point to where we do run out of a creative block like Drake, because Drake released Champagne Poetry. Well, he does numbers. He released Certified Lover Boy. And besides Champagne Poetry, there's not a song on there that's actually good. And I don't care what you Drake stands say. Way Too Sexy is not a good song. Stop lying to yourselves and saying that is. It's a horrible concept.
Way Too Sexy for this shit.
And then Drake comes in there, yeah, okay, that's fine, okay.
It's like for a whole few bars.
And then Young Thug is seen creeping out the back of the song. He never wanted you to be seen there. But Champagne Poetry, I love it. That's like the intro song. I was like, okay, this boy about to turn up. Like, this boy said, co-parent of the year with filling up. Then this nigga said, whoa, 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 whoa. And they said, girls want where I'm from. And I'm like, all right. All the way down. And I listened to the whole album like multiple occasions. But I'm like, God, come on, Drake.
Fell off.
He did.
I can't believe he thought.
He does numbers, but it's not better than Donda. I don't care what anyone says. Donda was so much.
He got big numbers, but then
number
Donda keeps exploding.
Yeah, Donda, you
Chain
listen.
reaction.
You can listen there's more stuff on there and then Lil Nas X's album was better than that.
I never listened to his album.
Dude, it's good. Like, he did not miss. It's really good. It's very first half banger heavy, second half very introspective, deep songs about stuff. But all of it is really good. He obviously Montero, Industry Baby. But yeah, That's What I Want. He had a song with Megan Thee Stallion. He had a song with Elton John. And I was like, don't like it. I'm like, dude, dope. It was dope. I'm definitely, but yeah. I think it's a good place to stop, man. Thank you for coming on. Finally have you on. At some point, we're gonna need to have the whole group be in the background and be like, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta have everybody on this.
Yeah, so because right now I've had Joe, I've had you, I've had Aretta on. So I think we're missing Jacob and we're missing Zach. And at some point, we're gonna have all 6 of us on here. We'll definitely have that happen coming soon. But this is the man, the myth, the legend. Monarch. Yo, that's Monarch? That guy?
Chill.
Victim coming out November 25th. Mark your calendars. Everybody go stream out. I Got Time. Life of the Party on all platforms. Look up the balanced ones. Stay tuned. We're going to have some good stuff coming out. Any final words?
No.
like you say,
No final words.
A man of few words. I like it. Stay safe, y'all. Love y'all. Bye-bye.